What?
Hi, little beast. I love you.
I love you too.
Sorry this video is not high quality. That's because we don't have a very good memory card. If you want to help us out, donate down below, and we will really, really appreciate that. Hey guys, it's the girls, and this time, it's Riley. So I wanted to talk about something more serious. This is going to be a Riley rant. Sometimes it'll be Tiff ranting, and sometimes it'll be me ranting, but today is kind of a sad day. Little X Loves is a reborning YouTuber, and she passed away recently, either yesterday or today. And I thought it was really sad because I was looking on her channel to see if there was any kind of like video of her family saying what happened. No one has said what happened. But it was sad because her last video was of her talking about how, and she got me into reborning. She's the reason why I have Sophia. And she was talking about how her followers had been treating her like dirt. She had gotten one of her dolls rerouted, and that's kind of a long process to have to wait for. It's like getting a new doll again. And her hair was long, and it's beautiful, I thought, and some babies do have long hair. And it was sad because people were saying that it was too long and she was stupid for getting her doll's hair rooted for being that long, and that she has to cut it and that it looks bad. And in our society today, I think, I don't know how to say this with being rude, but she even said in her video, a lot of the youth, like younger people, younger kids, and like I'm saying youth and I'm 20 years old, I'm youth too, but I mean like younger youth, like teenagers, young teenagers, and children are on YouTube, and they think it's okay to write nasty, hateful comments. And I think it feels like when you're behind a screen, you feel safe, you feel protected. But just because you're behind that screen does not mean what you're saying isn't going to hurt the person that's on the other side on their screen. And just today, I was bullied on Instagram, and I don't know if they were bullying me or not, but I feel like they were. Kind of made me feel bad. It was an instance where two girls were talking about me and saying that I looked like someone, and then I tried to see what that person looked like, and they had made their account private, so I couldn't see. And the person they said I looked like messaged them back something hateful, pretty much saying F you, because they said I looked like them. And so immediately that made me feel bad, because they wouldn't be laughing and putting those smiley faces with the tears laughing if they weren't doing something, I feel, in a malicious way. And that's really what I want to talk about, guys. I was taught to be kind to people, be unjudgmental, be colorblind, be gender blind, everything. Like, I don't judge people for anything. And I feel like I have been judged my whole life, even by family members, because I was born in Utah and raised in the Mormon church. For a long time, my family would say Tiff was my friend, even to other family members, because they'd never had someone in their family be gay. I was the first gay person in this family, and they didn't know how to take it. And that's totally understandable, but it was hard for me because when people would come to the house, they'd say, oh, this is Riley's friend, and it's hurtful. And I feel like it's okay to be different. It's okay to be who you want to be. And she was different. She wanted to be who she was, and people would comment about her weight. And so this year she had been dieting and taking care of herself, and she had gotten to be healthy. She wasn't super skinny, but she was healthy. I just feel so bad that her last video was her talking about how hurt she was and how she just couldn't take the comments anymore. And the thing is, she's one of the YouTubers that has always been so positive and always said, don't listen to the hate comments, don't take them seriously because they're just people behind a screen. But the thing is, we're all people behind screens. I'm behind a screen right now. I'm looking at a camera lens, and we have to be nicer to each other, guys. All the people we are around is all we have. The people you see, anyone all over the world, like, we just need to realize that. I don't understand why people still can't realize that. Or, like, I thought it was stupid when the whole thing with the Oscars and how there was no black people getting nominated and how it was a white person award show, and all lives matter. Not just black lives, not just white lives, not just Hispanics or any other culture, not Muslims, not Jews. Everybody matters. All lives matter. And people need to realize that. We're all human, we're all flesh and blood, we all come from the same place. And we need to take care of each other in the place we live in, because if we don't, everything's going to fall into anarchy and we're not going to have anything left. Everything going on lately makes me really upset, and I watched a Vice documentary. I really like those, but I watched one, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. It was about people in Iran, and if you're living in Iran or Iraq and you are gay or lesbian, you have to have a gender reassignment surgery, or they will kill you. You will be murdered by law. To lose your life for someone you love is not right. I mean, I would definitely do anything for Tiff, but to be murdered by state or country because you love someone is terrible. And there was a trans man, back when he was a woman, going through the operation. While he was in surgery, his father told his brothers to go and kill him. His brothers initially went to go kill him, but they realized, because they were younger, and this is the thing, new generations think differently than other ones, usually are more open and fighting for things that are right. But the thing is, I don't know what this new generation coming after us is, because I've just heard so much hate, and like, even when I was in school, there was so much hate towards others, no matter what, and it's angering, it's frustrating, and that poor person, his father won't speak to him anymore. He is alone except for his brothers. And his brother said right in front of him, if my sister would have been homosexual, if one of my brothers would have been homosexual, I would have murdered him. And his not brother bit his lip, because he could have been that in the beginning. She probably was a lesbian, and to save her life, she conformed to society. That's what all of them are doing. They have to. And it's sad. It's really sad. And it's sad that even in this day and age, other countries are still fighting with those kinds of laws, or even different nationalities still. And everything with ISIS, it's terrifying. But I need everybody to know, you need to, like, okay, what I want you to do is just remember and think to yourself, whether you're online at your home with your family or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or you just have someone around you, just look at that person and think about how fragile life is, and think about how your words affect that person. Because I can guarantee you that person could leave you, or leave where you are, and not come back the next day. You could never see that person again. They could get hurt. Something could happen. And do you want to forever remember the last thing you said to that person being hateful, or something that would make them feel pain? You have to remember, people around you are what you have, and you need to respect them. And everyone, you need to respect everyone and have that kindness and that understanding that it doesn't matter what you look like, what color your eyes or your skin is, what color your hair is, or whether you like girls or boys, or you're married or you're single or you're together but you're not married. It doesn't matter, because they're still people. You have to treat people with kindness. I don't know how much more I can stress that, but like, I have had people bully me my whole life. I had someone in high school tell me I would only be attractive if I got gastric bypass and plastic surgery to fix my ugly face. And because of all the abuse that I had acquired throughout my life, I believed him. And for a while, I got really sick. I starved myself. I cut myself. I took diet pills to the point where I had heart palpitations. I stopped taking my medication, and I ended up in a psychiatric hospital where I spent 14 and a half days trying to be taught to live again. And we can't do that to people anymore. There has to be something that stops people from being cruel. And I want you all to know that we really do love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. We really do love you. We don't just say that. It's really how we feel. We don't know most of you very well yet, but we're trying to meet you and get to know you, and we just think it's really awesome how fast we've blown up, and it makes us really happy. So, good morning, good night, have a great day. You're loved, and we love you.